Hey there! Today I want to talk to you about our Glorious Primer and our Liquid Touch Foundation, as well as our Touch Mineral Skin Perfecting Concealer. I'm going to be sharing a lot of different foundations and different options with you, but my most favorite is the Liquid Touch Foundation. And I just want to show you how it applies today. So this is me, Bear. I have already cleansed my skin. I have toned my skin, I have used our Instant Lift Serum, and moisturized my skin. A lot of people make the mistake of not prepping their skin for their makeup. And what you're doing by not using good skincare products is you're wasting your time and your money with your makeup. Because if you don't prep your skin and you just put makeup on your skin that you've either not cleansed or you've not used good product to cleanse and prepare, your makeup's not going to go on nearly as nice. You're not going to get the full benefit of the makeup, and it's not going to last as long. So I encourage you, use good skincare. Our Royalty skincare line is absolutely fantastic and you will love it. So again, I've cleansed, I have toned, I have moisturized, and now I'm going to apply my Glorious Primer. This is the old packaging. If you purchase Glorious Primer, you will get the new Royalty packaging, but it's the same product, just different packaging. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to use just a little, that much if you can see. I'm going to rub it between my fingers, and you're going to pat it all over your face. You want to focus on like under your eyes, across your nose, wherever your makeup tends to kind of need to go on smoother or where it tends to wear off quicker. You want to just make sure you rub it in really good, and you will love this primer. It dries to like a powdery finish and makes your skin feel so silky and so smooth. So again, I've applied that. My next step is going to be the Touch Liquid Foundation. This stuff is unbelievable. It is Photoshop in a bottle, literally. Also, I'll be using the Liquid Foundation brush. If you don't use this brush and you use a cheap Walmart brush, it'll work and it'll go on, but you will not get the same full effect as you will with using this brush with the product. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the dropper, comes in a dropper, and here's the tip of the brush. There's a little hole in there if you can see it, and it looks like you should put the foundation in the hole. Don't put it in the hole, put it around the outside. I'm going to do 4 drops. You can do more or less depending on how much coverage you want. If I was having a breakout, I'd do 5 or 6 drops, but it just depends on the amount of coverage you want. Then you're just gonna kind of blot it on your face. And then you're going to go back and rub in. And I've got to use my magnifying brush, or mirror rather, so I can see better. But you're going to rub it in. I have never worn liquid foundation because I have oily skin and I was always afraid of the liquid. But this is extremely thin. It dries to a powder finish. Does not feel heavy or cakey on your skin at all. Yet it gives me more coverage than any foundation I've ever used. This is probably our top selling product. Since they released it, it has just gone crazy. It's amazing. So, simple as that. I've got my foundation on. You just want to make sure that you rub it in good. Don't over rub because you'll rub the product off. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. Unbelievable. This stuff will literally completely cover tattoos. The coverage is unreal, and it's very dense. So it literally takes a little teeny tiny bit. And I'm going to be using this product to highlight my face as well as conceal the darkness under my eyes. So I'm using it in 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin match, because again, I want it to highlight. If you were covering pimples or blemishes on your face, you would want to use your match, whatever matches your skin. So basically the same shade as your foundation. So I'm going to take the concealer between 2 fingers and I'm going to blot it. Just touch it a little bit everywhere that I want concealer. I always put it on top up here. It's gonna help your eye makeup last longer. It's gonna give it just a nice base, so it's gonna go on better. Now, for highlighting purposes, I'm bringing it down the center of my nose, up into here, a little bit right there in your cupid's bow, a little bit on your chin. Now, I'm gonna take our blending buds. You've never experienced awesome makeup application until you've tried a blending bud. Especially with the concealer, I love what it does. Basically, I'm just gonna go right over and smudge it into my skin. You can also apply the concealer directly to the blending bud and then apply it to your face with the bud. A lot of people do that. I don't know why, I just like to put it on my fingers and then blend with this. Okay, so I've got my concealer blended. Now I'm gonna take our Mineral Touch pressed powder. The only reason I'm using this on top is because I have an extremely oily skin and it is summertime here in South Carolina. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of touch powder on top to absorb any excess oil, as well as to blend my concealer into my foundation. So you don't wanna go right on top of where you put your highlight. You wanna start, and you're just gonna, just a little bit for blending. Again, with all of our products, a little bit goes a very long way. I'm losing my earring. A little bit goes a very long way, which is great when you're spending money for good quality products. You don't have to purchase things over and over in a short period of time. They last a long time. That concealer that I showed you, I've had this for a year. And I'm on my first tube. I'm about halfway through it, and I use it every single day. Just that little dab, so that's how well they last. So that is my foundation application, and after this, I would go back and do the rest of everything, but I just wanted to show you how the Liquid Touch applies with the brush, as well as the concealer.